again, Anderson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go! Blue, Leopard!
To throw on 2nd is Simeon. And he's got it complete to Fowler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st down, Simeon. The Sanders has got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
That's caught right side by Anderson. Back now in Arlington. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Simeon. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. He's at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different block.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The play clock's running down. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On second down, here's Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They snap it to Simeon. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. It's caught by Sanders. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders. So here we go, first and 10 now. Handoff comes to Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11. Simeon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit! 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 Blue 90! Blue 90! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Simeon now to throw. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 30 yards. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense. To go.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Adam Gotsis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Escaping the pressure right. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's back to throw, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
One last shot now for Prescott. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now a first throw here in overtime. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I'd love to see games finish that way.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.